My name is Pat Stevenson. I'm a director and a principal geologist with AMC Mining Consultants.
What is AMC Mining Consultants?
It's a mining consulting company that originated in Australia some 30 odd years ago, and we opened up our office here in Vancouver 8 years ago.
What are the types of projects and some of the clients AMC works for?
We work for the full range of clients, from the majors like Rio and BHP and Anglo, through to the juniors who have a piece of exploration ground, and the mid-caps and the larger mid-caps such as Eldorado, Teck, Hecla and so on.
Can you talk a bit about the origins of the Vancouver office as well as AMC Consulting?
The Vancouver office, we opened it 8 years ago because we were doing quite a bit of work in Vancouver anyway, or in the Americas, and but we weren't servicing the office very well from Australia. So we decided that we really needed a local presence here, and at the time we had a major project that we were servicing in British Columbia. That was the New Afton project near Kamloops, which was able to underpin our office in Vancouver.
What are some of your guiding principles when you take on a client?
Probably the first thing is to really make sure we understand the client and the client's needs. And we do that through a detailed discussion with the client. Not always is the client's initial request to us what they really need once we have a full discussion with them of their project and how it fits in the broader scope of the strategic plans that they have.
There's a thicket of productivity tools, of new technologies, of mine automation. How do you help a client navigate these types of tools? What types of recommendations do you make?
It's the same again. We'll seek to fully understand their project and what they're trying to achieve, because there are a whole range, as you say. There is from fairly high-level operational health checks of their project to make sure that they're running it in the best possible way, through to full analysis and optimization of their project. So it's really a matter of sitting down with them, discussing just what they're trying to achieve, and then working through the various tools with them to select those that are best suited.
There is a downturn right now with metal prices. What are miners asking for you? What do you see as a common refrain from clients right now in dealing with this climate?
Yeah, well, a common refrain is, could you possibly do it for less money? And but a lot of focus at the moment, not surprisingly, is on project optimization and improvement services, cost reduction, value improvement, and low-level studies in order to keep things ticking along at a time when it's difficult to justify a great deal of expenditure of money.
There's a lot of data right now that happens when you're actually mining a mine right now. How do you help a client with all of these services and all of the software that they can do? How do they make the data actionable?
Yeah, that's a very good question. There are a whole wealth of packages available, but again, it's really a matter of deciding on packages and approaches that really suit your particular circumstance. It's fairly easy to find one that works for another mining operation or another colleague of yours in the industry, and to say, well, I think we should adopt that one. But it may be that it's not suited to your particular circumstance. So it's really a matter of focusing on what the required outputs are, and then looking at what's best to handle the data storage and input to those.
What are the trends you see over the next 5 to 10 years? What should miners be preparing for?
Well, looking positively, they should be preparing for the next upturn because there will be one. There always is. And that'll bring increased commodity prices and increased opportunity for acquisitions. That brings its own challenges, of course, because shareholders will now expect greater returns and for companies to be looking to acquire. And I think one thing that companies can be doing is making sure they fully understand their strategic plans and directions so that when things do improve, they're able to act on them consistent with the way they've set their business up and the aims behind it, so that they can act in a way that's consistent with the best interests of their shareholders.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.